Hello chickens, how are you today? So lovely to be back here to do a video with you. I have had a wonderful weekend, popped into Malvern with Rachel and the lovely ladies there. So hello to all of you and thank you for sharing such a wonderful afternoon with me. It was amazing. Looking forward to the next one. I do love Rachel's retreats. If any of you have never been to one, I encourage you to give it a go. She's just put up her latest 3 dates for next year. So yeah, I'm definitely on that one. Love to meet you if I haven't already. Okay, so today we're working on Fun at the Seaside, Accordion Journal. Really having fun with this one. We did quite a few bits. There's about 4 videos in the playlist already, and the link for that is in my description box on my YouTube channel. If you just click on more underneath the video, you'll see a whole lot of information drop down. Right, so I'm on the back end of the accordion. This was the front. All right, we've made that last time. Love those. And it's coming together beautifully. Now I want to do, we covered the 4 card sides and decorated those last time. I wanted to do some more of those today, so that's what I have for you. Some exciting bits of ephemera bits to go in here. Well, not really ephemera, some really exciting decorations and bits to go onto these pages. So let's make a start. Right, so we're at the back cover. We did that last time. I have stuck down this page, and I don't know if you can see, it was slightly short, so I've just added a little piece from the offcut from this and glued it down. You can't really see it very well, but there you go. You're going to see it even less when we do the next bit. All right, so what I've done here is, and I have stuck down and done various bits that I know that you are able to do, and I'll just show them to you a little bit closer. What I've done, decoration aside now, is measure 3.5 inches that way and that way, made a little mark on this background page, and I've just drawn across and created 2 triangles. That in centimeters is 9 centimeters. All right, I did use those stamps that I showed you last time. So the Tim Holtz ones with the blueprints, number 6. Details are on, well, actually this is in my Amazon favorite tools list, so you'll find it there. I have cut out and used those amazing inks that we shared. This one was Mermaid Lagoon. I love it. So yeah, that worked out really well, and I've used them quite a lot today. I had fun stamping and cutting those out, so that's what those 2 are. This is a stamp from my ephemera kit and just one of the other ephemera bits. So I've just stuck those down there, there and there. All right, so there's the one. And then on the other side, exactly the same size triangle, I've stuck the seahorse, little ring from my fussy cuts, and another starfish. And we are going to stick those down. All right, so I'm just going to use my glue. I haven't received my glue press yet. I'm excited to receive that. Now, while I'm chatting, this long side is where you're not going to glue. It's the other 2 sides. All right, so yeah, really excited for that to arrive, and I've heard from a few of you that you have it and are waiting to see how it works. Oh my gosh, I have no idea, but I'm sure I'll work it out and share that with you as soon as it arrives. It should be in the next few days. Right, so I've got that one there. I'm going to use the shell one at the top here, and I want to just turn this around slightly. I'm getting it onto the edge of that paper like that. As you can see, there's very little that sticks out, and I think it just sort of blends in. Right, so we're doing like a large type of photograph, a corner in a way, you know, the old way they used to stick the photographs into the albums with those little black corners. Right, and again, we're not going to glue on the long side, just the short side. I hope you guys are all well and enjoying putting this journal project together. I'm very excited. I made a start on getting some ideas together for the C word, you know, Christmas. So yeah, that's coming along as well. Right, let's see. There we go. Move that up a bit. Give it a squish. And there we go. And I just love how that's looking. I'm trying to do different things here and there to include different ideas on the card pages. And that's, I'm going to let it dry, but when it does, it's a great place to house those bigger things like leaflets, if you want to put a nice photograph or writing mat or anything like that, you know, for example, this sort of thing. So that's what that's for. All right, so we're going to get to the decorating of these as well, but that's all for that side. Now on this side over here, I've got something similar but different to what we've done before. So let me grab that quickly. Right, I have taken one of these, which was what we used, was the other half of what we used last time. And I want to stick it down over here, except I wanted to open this side. Because of all that pretty lace, I stuck the strip of lace onto that side, and really just to save me time. So I'm going to put this over here like that. And I love that, but I wanted to create another little pocket. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick this down first of all, so that I like to hold it on the side that I know don't glue, because me talking so much I might get it wrong, you know, and you don't want to do that now in your accordion journal. Right, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to have that as a pocket. So you want to just sort of have some space for that to pull out. So I'm going to go with there. Gosh, that was brave. I like to normally draw it where it needs to go. I love the colours in this kit. Right, so there we go. We've got our pocket nicely stuck down. Right, now what I wanted to do was I wanted to use this sandcastle from the Fussy Cut, so that's the one. And then I've also grabbed these flowers from the Fussy Cuts, all right? And I want to get those sort of stuck down on here. And I don't mind going over the page a bit. That's absolutely fine. And I want to stick the sandcastle sort of like that. So I'm going to just like to use my pencil for this so that once I lift it up I don't forget where I want it, and it just helps me remember. Okay, so I've got that there. So what I want to do is I want to make this a pocket. So I think I'm going to glue it up to about here, yeah, so that I can make sure, and then up to here. So I've just made two little lines there. Because things always look different when they're upside down, don't they? So that way I know I've got to get the glue on the edge of this one. So that's what we're going to do. There we go. Not difficult. So the rest will not be glued down. Now I can go to those lines again, she says. And here we go. So there we go. I've got it. See, it makes it easier, and you feel a little bit more confident when you're sticking it down with your lines. I'll just move it over slightly and then the lines are gone. There's one sticking out at the top here, and that's fine. These are gone. Right, so there's that one. Now we've got a little pocket under here. Oh, don't do that, Angela. Right, we'll get back to the pocket. Right, and then these little flowers, which I do love, they're also part of the flower Fussy Cut from the ephemera kit. I want to get these stuck down completely. I mean, you could make another pocket there, but I quite like the sand castle. So there we go. Who made sand castles when they were younger? I sure did. I had lots of fun with that. And then, of course, the tide comes in when you like spent all day doing it and, you know, washed it away. That was sad, wasn't it? Didn't like that part. Right, I'm going to get that stuck just over here like this, and I don't mind that I'm going off the end because this is not the pocket side of things, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we've got that there like that. Then just quickly, let me show you and then I'll go and stick it down. I want to get just a little bit of my coral, so I think I'm going to go like that. And then I've got one of my stamped starfish. and one of my fussy cut starfish. And I want to just get that in there just for a pop of red to pick up on the red there. So let me stick those down quickly. And again, I want to just draw where I want that. So there we go. So we've got our little pocket there, we've got our pocket there, and we'll put the ephemera in. But just to show you what I was thinking with these little tags, and I'll just put in an eyelet and some ribbon. I'm going to get those in here so you can see what I'm sort of thinking. All right, so that's that little page. How sweet was that? All right, so moving on, we're going to do something on this page now. So this page is full down and I've stuck it down to save time. I want to just move it to the side for the moment. Okay guys, so I've taken my light blue striped paper, and what I've done was I've cut it straight across. I've cut off the width an amount so that this will equal 6.5 inches. So 6.5 inches is about 16.5 centimeters this way. This will be the length of your page. All right, then I have folded over 3/4 of an inch, so that is 3/4 of an inch. What is that? 2 centimeters. All right, and then I have folded this 3¼ inches. All right, so that's about 10 centimeters, I think. No, 8.5. All right, don't need to be precise. I'm going to just stick this bit down here, this little flap. That's just going to reinforce the edge. So I like to do that. It's only paper after all. All right, so we'll stick that bit down, and then so then we've got 3¼ inches from that edge now to here, and we're going to fold along there. Okay, we want to lift that up, and then we want to measure. This is 4.5 inches, right? So from that fold line there to the next one is 4.5 inches, and 4.5 inches is 11.5 centimeters. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue stick, and whatever remains from that page I'm going to glue down. Okay, so it doesn't matter what length paper you're using, it doesn't matter. You're not going to see that bit. Right, so there we go. 3/4 of an inch, 2 centimeters. What did I say? 3¼ inches, which is 8.5. And then from there to there, you've got 4.5 inches, which was 11 centimeters. Okay, so we've got this effectively now. So we're going to have a pocket in there and a pocket in there. You've seen me do these before, but you know, I thought this was, I'm going with flatter ephemera for this accordion journal, so that's why I thought this was a good one. Right, I'm just putting some glue on the top and the bottom of this flap, and we are going to stick it down. Okay, now because this is on the left hand side, I want to turn that around like that. Okay, so that you've got your pocket there and your pocket there. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to get some of this ribbon. It's like really canvasy. It reminds me of those deck chairs, and I want to get it stuck down on here. So yeah, gosh, lots of glues out, but I am using them all. So we've got stripes here. I'm going to get it sort of in the middle of these. So let's get our glue on. So there we go. And now what I want to do is I'm going to put 2 bits of decoration. Now we've got the big deck chair, and I wanted to put that over there. And then again, from those stamps, I cut out the popcorn and the ice cream. And I want to just tuck those behind here, because that's sort of what I would eat or would be eaten in the deck chair. So that's really where I'm going there. So I will stick those down. And then at the top, I have got just simple. I've got this chairs and rockers, which I thought was perfect for the beach and the chair. So I'm going to get that, I think, about there. I've got a starfish, so I might just need to move that over. Or shall we do that this side? Let's get this a little bit over there like that. And then the starfish can go like that. More or less. I need to move my clip out the way. All right, I'm going to stick those down quickly and I will see you back here. Okay, so I've just stuck those all down there and we have our pockets. So all I want to do now is get that stuck on there, and I just love how it picks up all the colors. So effectively we're not going to glue there. So let's just go with the 3-in-1. Can't wait for this glue press. I'm expecting miracles. If you guys have one, then let me know how you find it. Okay, so we've got that there. Gosh, I nearly stuck it the wrong way. I'm going to push that over there like that, keeping it flat. It's a first for me, isn't it? Right, so I love that. So we've got pocket in there, we've got a pocket in there. Fabulous. Right, moving on. We've got this one now. Now I didn't stick this down because I'm going to make a flip out with this one. So we've got our beautiful seaweed. I love this page. We're going to stick that down, but not before we've made what we're going to make first. And then I'm going to just tore that with my fingers, and then I just measured an extra bit to cover the shortfall there. All right, so that's that. But I just want to, again, I'm going to just move that to the side and then show you what I've done here. So I have grabbed the mini page. It didn't have these things stuck on. I'll talk you through the mini page here with the writing section, and I did just cut it in half so that there's one below that as well, and I've folded it in half. All right, I have stuck a beach sign, the seagull, and the flowers. These are half the size, guys. All right, and then I did put picnic time there, but I am going to cover that picture. All right, because I wanted a pocket. So there we go. But before I go and seal this up, I'm going to just give this, I didn't fold that very straight, did I? Just noticed that now. Right, so let's get that folded straight. Okay, and then just going to distress ink that just a little bit. It's another thing I forgot to do. These things can all be done afterwards. Not so much on the sides now because we are going to deal with that. But there we go. It's easier when it's not stuck in, really. Okay, so on the underside you've got a nice writing spot, and I'm going to leave that there. And on the top you've got this, which we've just folded in half. What I've grabbed is a piece, it's a stripe page. You're not really going to see much of it, but it's really just short of the edge here. It's 1.5 inches wide, so that's 4 centimeters, and pretty much the length of this page, and I've just folded it in half. I'm going to use this as a little hinge. All right, so I'm going to just take the glue. I'm going to stick it on the underside of the first half. All right, like that. That's the top, yeah. So I want to get it stuck on the bottom section here, so like that. I'm going to just bend it and tap it where I want it before I squish it down. Right, so there we go. Give it a squish. Okay, and then we can close this now. So this will be a pocket at the top. So I'm going to do it on this side here. So I'm going to put some glue here. Ultimately, we'll put a tag in here, but I'm leaving that for later on. At the moment, I just want to get the base of everything done, and then we can do the fun bit at the end. Right, so we'll close that up. That's our little pocket there now at the top. Yeah, you can do this with an envelope. I like to do this with using my envelope one, which we will do for something else. All right, so we've got that there. We've got the little hinge bit now, and what I'm going to do there is, this is why I haven't stuck this down. I want to get this like this, but I wanted to position it so that it was just sort of covering that bit. You don't have to, because it looks like a bit of a wave. But I do want to keep in mind that I want a space for the tag that's going to go in there. All right. So I think what I'll do is measure first how far I need this piece to be. So by doing that, let's turn it on its side. I find that's easier. Right, so really quickly, I'm going to not stick this bit down really, but just going to gauge it over there. Yeah, remember to look for the edge of your card. All right, so I can see how much I need to stick this on, and I will be doing just that. So there's not much. I can put the glue quite far down. All right, and then I can just see here how far it needs to go, more or less. Now I don't want to really stick it on the page quite yet, so we'll just leave it like this for the moment. Oh, there we go. It hasn't stuck on the underside, so we're all right. So that's perfect for this. Just want to check. Yeah. Okay. Now we're better equipped to see where we want our other hinge to go, and we're going to stick it underneath there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my dauber and run it in the crease so it's not completely white staring back at me. So I'm going to get some glue on that hinge now, like that. And we can now position this where we want it, which is possibly there. Let that drop so that you're not going to have a problem trying to lift it. So there we go. Happy with that. Got enough space for my tag. Yeah, squash it. There we go. So you've got a flip out there now, which I really like. And you can even put a pocket or something there if you wanted to. You could make that a little tuck spot. You could do lots of things. But now what I want to do is get this stuck into my journal. So let's just make sure I have got this. Right, so that is the right way up. You can see by your signature, which is a help. And I'm going to get that stuck down there. There we go. All right, so it's coming along beautifully. Right, so I wanted to cover this up and make it a pocket. So I've got the bigger version of this that was on the ephemera bits, and I want to stick that over here like that. You don't want to go over the edge. All right, so the way I'm going to do it is, again, want to have a pocket there. So you want to go from that section really and go up to the bottle with your glue. So let's get the bottle stuck down. And again, I'm going to just get it stuck like that. Okay, so we've got a little pocket there again. And then again, I've just taken two of these little mini tags, and they're going to go in, get tucked in over here. All right, so how cute is that? Okay, guys, turn over the page. This is one I've done before. So it's just a pocket with red gingham, 2.5 inches wide. I've doubled it, so cut it at 5, folded it in half, put on a bit of red lace, a blue piece of coral, a turquoise, and a sand dollar, which come from these stamped bits here for the stamps. And then I've just added a little fish. These come from these, so I've cut them out from there. You can see I've used those and cut all these bits out, and they're really useful. I like using them. So that's that one. You've got a pocket over there. All right, this one over here, we have now got, this is the last one for the day, be glad to know. We're going to do a little different pocket version here. So I had fun making this one. So let me talk you through that. All right, so I cut myself a background piece of paper, and this one measures 8.5 inches across and 6 inches this way. All right, so 6 inches is about 15 centimeters, and this way 21.5. All right, so that's what I've done, and I have just folded it in half. I'm going to make a pocket out of this. So again, I'm going to just move this to the side for a quick moment and stick this together. All right, so we've got a pocket there like that. I'm going to just quickly distress ink this, not too dark. Or maybe I prefer this side. The other side was had a skew bit, so just turn it over. All right, you can go cut a thumb notch out, but I'm not going to. All right, we're going to stick this straight onto the page. So let's get that on over here. We're going to have a tag or something going in there, so I'm going to leave that sort of over there. Okay. And then the next thing is I've got this piece that I want to put over here, and again we're going to make a pocket, so it's just finding the right spot for that. We can go and put a bit of lace there. I wonder if we should do that. Let's see if I can get some lace quickly just to go there, and I'm not sure if I want to put the cream. Should we put some cream, seeing we've had such a lot of the other colors? I think that's what I'll do. So I'll just cut that off there. Oops, put that in my lace bag, and we'll stick that down. Right, this one's going to go somewhere here, and I'll know when I've got this bit out where I want it. Okay, so again, I'm going to use my trusted pencil just to get an idea of where I want that to go. Now, you could have pockets out the side, so I'm going to do that, but we've got a pocket at the top there, so I don't particularly want any glue here. I'm going to put some glue just over here, and like this. All right, let's get that onto our markings. So that's where they are. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you've got them sealed there. You've got an opening underneath there, but you've got a pocket in there as well. And this is also going to end up going over here. But I've got a couple of things that I just want to get on as well. Not too many. So the first are these bits over here, and I've also got a hat. So I want to sort of drape the hat over there. Now really the only part that you are going to really have as a pocket is the top part there, but that's fine. I did think of putting the little hat on, draping it like it's dangling, so we'll get to see how that goes. Then I've got these three. I've got this one, and I've got a shell and a starfish. So I had this sort of like this. That's sort of like that. And no, let's move that over and put the starfish like that. So I've got those three over there, and then I had another starfish which I was going to put over there. So we'll get that stuck on, and then on the top side here I've got a bit of floral that we're going to get, but I don't want to really exceed over the top there too much, so that's going to sort of go there, and this bit is going to Fun in the Sun. We're going to get that tucked in over there, all right, and that will end up going something like that, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to get that stuck down quickly, but yeah, I'm going to leave a part of this open as well on this side, so the glue will go from that side around to there. So I'm going to make a little mark in pencil to there really, and that's where I don't want to glue. So to do that, I'm just going to draw it on the other side, and then I can rub it out. Okay, so I know that's where I don't want to put the glue. Okay guys, so I have stuck all of that down. I've got the little hat here, and I'm going to move it as far down as I can without touching their heads. So I've just got a little spot there, but I've got a pocket in there, yeah, and pocket in there and a little one in there in case I want to slip something in there, like a ticket or something. So there's that one. Right, I'm gonna do a separate video on this page. So we've got that one. We've got this lovely one. We've got that one which flips out. I love it. We've got this one which we've got lots of pockets of things, lots of bits to go in here. Here we've got pockets in there again, and we've got this one which is going to be able to house something larger, even larger than that, especially those little leaflets and things that you collect along the way. All right guys, that's a lot to keep you busy, quite a few little projects to get going with there. Hopefully that keeps you busy until Friday. I'd like to start tackling some of the other bits then, so that we can make great headway. And we really have made lots of headway, but look, it's sitting so nicely. It's not a gator mouth or anything like that, so hopefully what we do to the signatures won't be too bulky either. Go and have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for all your support and kindness. I appreciate you all. Have fun making the journal, and leave your comments in the description box, in the comments below. That would be amazing. I love reading them. See you all soon. Bye bye.